Hey, Cats, what's happening? I'm in the RV. Just got back from a camping excursion this week, and we had a leak. This uh, valve right here started dripping pretty good. I guess it just failed, cracked or something. But it's got this PEX type fittings on there, and I don't have the tools to fix that. I looked online to see if I could buy it, but I don't know. I called the dealership and they said I could bring it in a week or so, so I will. But I realized, I was looking down here and on the floor there was a little bit of water. And V said, "Where's that water coming from?" And I said, "Oh boy, it's never good when you have an RV and you find water on the floor." So anyway, we were able to finish up our camping trip, no problem, but we're not going to talk about camping today, not in this regard. I think I'm going to talk today a little bit about the Sturgis rally. You think the Sturgis rally is going to be the next potential for spreading this COVID virus? Now, I don't think you're going to see an outbreak of it at the rally itself. The virus generally takes, it can take up to 2 weeks for it to incubate. So, you could go to the rally, contract it from someone, and never even know that you have it until you get home. Now, here's the thing, this COVID thing, I'm starting to understand that it's pretty real. It's an actual virus, and people are getting it. I don't have any close relatives or loved ones that have it right now, knock on wood, and I would like to keep it that way. But I do have some acquaintances that I know, people that I know. One biker that I know is in the hospital right now with it on a ventilator. So I continue my prayers for my buddy Bruce. He was in pretty serious condition with this virus. So it is going around, and the county that we live in here in Ohio is marked in the red for very high occurrences of this virus spreading. The count just keeps going up every day. So, that if you go to Sturgis, somebody there is going to have it. There's no doubt in my mind, and that they're going to spread the virus around to whoever they're with. Now, I've been to Sturgis quite a few times, and I know what it's like there. In the past, it's been crowded. So crowds are generally where you're going to get infected by this virus. They're showing that the statistics are showing that most of the people that are coming down with it have attended weddings, graduation parties, family reunions, protests, things where there's large groups of people, and it's being spread that way. There's a whole nother argument about the masks. No, the masks do not stop the virus, but they can help prevent it. So I'll just leave it at that. I'm going to guess that if you went to Sturgis, if it's not mandated, most of the people will be wearing masks. I would think you would be probably wise to wear a mask or a bandana or something, because they're saying the virus is spread by airborne particles that come out of your... Now, even as I speak right now, they say there's microscopic airborne particles that are coming out of my mouth and going into the atmosphere. And, they're not going to travel for miles, but if I'm within close range of somebody, they could inhale it or get it on there. And that's how the disease is spread. So anyway, back to Sturgis. Say you go downtown Sturgis, Main Street. That's like wall-to-wall people. The sidewalks are narrow. You walk down the sidewalk and there's just people, just a crowd. Even parking your bike, you're parked within, sometimes within 12 inches of the bike next to you. You barely have enough room to squeeze in there. So, you're going to be close to people. There's no doubt in my mind. You're going to be very close to people. And any events they have there would render a crowd too, which would put you in jeopardy. Now, as far as the campgrounds and things like that, you're going to be out in the open. I don't think there's a really high risk of contracting the virus from a campground unless you're and I really don't know how they're going to handle all of that this year, because in the past they've had concerts and burnout contests and all kinds of crazy stuff. I don't know how they're going to do that, because all those things generate crowds, and crowds are what spread this virus. So I guess I'm just going to have to hear about it. V asked me, she said, "Are you going to go to Sturgis this year?" And I said, "I would like to go to Sturgis this year. Are you going to ride with me?" And she said, "No." She said, I just can't. Health-wise, she's not up to it. And if she were to get the virus, it might be worse than what she already has. So she doesn't need to get any sicker, let's put it that way. So I told her, I said, well, if you're not going to go, it's probably not wise that I go either. So I think I'll just stay home myself. And just something in my gut tells me it's not a good idea to go to Sturgis this year because of all this coming down. There's been rumors that this Antifa group is going to show up at Sturgis. Probably not a good idea for them. Like I said, I've been there numerous times, and it's not just bikers that are there, but there's outlaw bikers that are there too. And I don't think they would fare well with these young punks trying to stir up trouble. I don't think these punks would fare well. All right, back to the topic, though, of how the virus would be spread at Sturgis. Say you want to go to a saloon, the Broken Spoke, Full Throttle Saloon, the Buffalo Chip, where, all these places that have these bars that you can go in with live entertainment and whatnot. Those are money makers for these people, and I don't know how they're going to keep from bringing in a crowd. If there's more than a handful of people in this place, you're putting yourself right at risk there of contracting it. These people are not just locals. So your odds of, well, maybe it's not too bad in this area right now. No, the people that are coming to Sturgis are coming there from all over the country, and some of them from out of the country even. So trust me, they're going to be bringing in this virus. And now, I think we all understand that the virus isn't real serious for everyone, but for some people it's very serious. For a small percentage of people in the big realm of things, it could be fatal. A lot of the people get it, recover. A lot of the people don't even know they have it. They just think they have a cold or a fever or something, and then a couple days later they feel okay. But anyway, regardless, I don't want to get it. V doesn't want to get it. I think it would probably put me down. I really do. I mean, I do have some congestion issues. I wake up in the morning, my chest is all full of junk, and it's just been that way. My mom has COPD, and she's always coughing up junk. She's 88 years old. But I think I'm following in her footsteps with the same issues. I haven't been diagnosed for having COPD, but I do have this congestion that I'm always hacking up junk. If I were to get the COVID, it would probably be pretty darn serious. Now, in wrapping this up, everybody goes home. What do? they're not just going home to that neighborhood there in South Dakota. No, they're going back across the whole U.S. and they're taking that virus every direction with them. So, to me, I don't know. It's kind of scary when you think about it that way. Well, I don't know. What's your take on it? Some people say, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. No, well, you shouldn't be afraid, but people like me and my wife, it could be fatal. So we aren't in fear of it. I am not really in fear of death myself, but I don't want to put myself in a position to go there either. So that's my talk today. I'd like to hear your comments down below. Leave me a comment. Would you go, or would you stay home? Do you think if you went, you wore a mask, you'd be okay? Maybe not. Thumbs up, give me a thumbs up, like the video, and if you haven't yet, subscribe. That's all I got for today, cats. So until next time, ride hard and die free.